market, it's in the tank. And it usually gets bad like this right before it gets really amazing. And for sanity's purpose, I often focus on the up and coming gems and the gems that are just so cheap, I can't pass them up. Now, we all know that the Metaverse, or several of them, are coming. And we don't know exactly which projects will actually dominate. So personally, I hold many of them. I want to share with you a project that is taking a very different angle, one that might work very well. And it gives them a strategic advantage with the direction they are taking. Welcome to the Crypto Rainn channel. I'm your host, Jay Rainn. And if you like money and crypto and are looking for a real investor take on the crypto market, this channel is likely just right for you. Now, we don't FOMO into things here, and we don't panic sell either. That is part of the system that works so well that I share with you that personally has helped me go from thousands to millions in just the past 3 years. We'd love to have you join us by subscribing with that all notifications bell enabled. Note, this isn't financial advice. I'm just a crypto investor myself, sharing with you what I like and don't like. Now, today, I want to share with you more about Metafluence. Essentially, it's an influencer-centric metaverse project. We're seeing that the power massive influencers have can make huge waves in the crypto industry. Take, for example, Snoop Dogg getting involved with the sandbox. Now, what if there was a specific metaverse that made it extremely easy for massive celebrities like Snoop Dogg to interact with their fans? Now, don't get me wrong, this was a brilliant move by the sandbox and by Snoop Dogg, but sandbox isn't really designed for influencer interaction with their audience. As the crypto space pushes forward, metaverses with the right niche and team will have astronomical growth as NFT collectibles become the norm, and influencer interaction is such a critical ability that celebrities will have, especially if the right metaverse allows them to connect more directly with their fans. Now, when I evaluate the early days of a project to see if I think it can do well, it has a lot to do with the team and the idea behind it, as well as the timing. Now, I think the timing is still good for Metafluence. The team is right, specifically as Metafluence is a project of Keep Face Influencer Marketing, which is a platform founded back in 2017. It's presently in 40 countries, and it has an influencer database of over 500,000 influencers. They have already worked with global giant competitors or giant companies. For more on Keep Face, so that if you're interested in doing your research, just go to keepface.com and take a look deeper for yourself. Now, let me share with you the website for Metafluence. Give me a second here. Here we go. Going up to the top kind of gives you an idea really of what Metafluence is. Influence to earn, or a metaverse with influencers. Now, specifically, this makes sense. What if you had one metaverse where you could go interact with many of the influencers that you most like, whether they're R&B artists, they're just hip-hop artists, country music artists. What if they're anything, right, like Logan Paul or something? It would be a central metaverse focused on that kind of interaction, which, because it's focused on that type of interaction, it does give them a strategic advantage over a lot of other things. Now, scrolling down, let me share with you some things that caught my attention. Okay, marketing to the next level. Now, we'll talk about meta huts and meta clans, brands, influences, and audiences together. Meta rooms. I want to go down to this because, as I'm looking at things, I look at kind of the team and also who else is involved. So here's an idea of their roadmap right here. I want to know. Now, Master Ventures, I've talked about a lot. They run the Ignition Launchpad platform, or the paid token. Kyle Chasse is the main person driving that. In fact, you can see if I go to Master Ventures here, you can see Kyle Chasse is, I think I'm saying that right, Chasse, it's French. Anyway, somebody I follow for a long time. He's been in crypto for forever, and he's incubated a lot of projects that have done very well. In fact, if we look at Master Ventures in some of their portfolio that they've incubated, you've noticed Ultra in the news a lot, which is a huge project done extremely well over the past year and a half that they've been out. So looking through this, Coinbase, Kraken, Ripple, they've worked with some of the top stuff. Star Atlas, one of the best AAA launchpads or AAA video games out there. Anyway, you can go this yourself. That's at master.ventures, so you can take a look. The other incubator and I guess brain power behind this is Shisha Finance, which was founded back in 2017. A little bit about Shisha Finance. Essentially, it's led by an investor. Let me pull up his data right here. Saeed Harab al-Darmaki, and he's been in the crypto space for relatively 4 years. He comes from some good money and been an influential investor, bringing together some strong teams. So essentially, there's the backing for Metafluence that I'm looking for. Now, if you're interested in doing more research, I'll provide a lot of links below. In fact, I'll provide you a ton of them. But one of them you might want to check out is by Cointelegraph. Influencers are invited to become the metropreneurs as social media moves to Web 3.0. Yeah, so let me go a little bit deeper into the project itself. Let me pull up some things from the website here. Bear with me. So essentially, you'll have these meta huts, and these meta huts are essentially meta rooms where, so an influencer has their own meta hut. So Snoop Doggy Dogg would have his own meta hut, or say whatever, even really famous politicians or anyone who has some brand awareness, or maybe even major celebrities. They can have their own meta hut, and those can band together in meta clans. So say they're in the music industry and they all like each other, they can create their own meta clan. And this just allows the brands and influencers to interact with audiences. And so this concept really makes some sense for me, how it's coming together. It's a little bit unclear how the metaverse is really going to come together. I do think that there will be several metaverses that are really big. If we look at social media today, we have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have Instagram, and they serve different functions. We even have YouTube. So their functions are different, and they've all become giants of what's going on. So I think as the crypto space moves forward and the metaverses move forward, I think that same thing is going to happen here. So I think they're positioned well for this to happen. Now, let me share with you, Metafluence is the name of the city where the metaverse, which is essentially ruled by the social media influencers. Now, the influencers' homes or meta huts are the main architectural elements of the city and will serve as the personalized spaces, kind of like land plots in the metaverse. Now, meta huts will consist of rooms which are personalized spaces, and they will allow the influencers to better monetize their social media influence. As well as, I think this is what's key, they'll be able to engage more closely with their audience and brands in the Metafluence ecosystem. Now, meta clans essentially are allowing the influencers to be able to group in these influencer clans or meta clans in order to unify their social media influence and reach. I see this coming together, that maybe some different YouTube celebrities, maybe some different musician, artists, and other things, or maybe like Kim Kardashian with other public figures like her. So then there's also going to be meta events, and the main focus of the events is to allow influencers to monetize their social media reach and influence, whether it's audience participation or specific brand sponsorships. Say Coca-Cola sponsors Kim Kardashian, and they offer some kind of NFT, maybe an NFT clothing item or whatever, that allows people who are big fans to be able to pick it up, maybe hold it for some value increase. Maybe they just hold it because they like the influencer. Now, part of bringing this all together is the brand side of thing. And the brand side of the Metafluence platform will be focused on the advertising aspect in the metaverse and the direct influencer relations and the event sponsorships as well. Brands will have access to features such as influencer discovery, influencer analytic campaign performance, as well as keyword monitoring. Now, the audiences, this would be you and I, regular platforms members such as us are considered essentially the audience. And the audience side of the platform will be with strong emphasis towards more engagement with influencers through meta huts or events or community reputation. and specific badges based on the Metaverse activity. So imagine Snoop Dogg was interested. This platform would make it easier for him to engage with his fans, launch cool NFT projects that audience members could earn or purchase, and come and hang out at his Meta Hut. Overall, I'd say this project looks cool. They will be launching a token soon. Perhaps because of the huge cooldown in the market, the token prices won't shoot up, even though they have strong backers and incubators that will help them have an efficient launch. Now, we do have an ongoing relationship with this channel with OneChain as one of our sponsors. So if it says at the beginning this is paid advertising, it's because of two things. Our specific relationship with OneChain, as well as we did talk to the team at Metafluence in getting a deeper, more research for this video. And we did work out something that they're going to actually give us a few tokens. Not a lot, but a few, and we're thankful for that. Now, I'm going to do a link in the video with all the social media stuff that I told you, so that if you want to dig in deeper and see what you think, it's all there for you. If you're ready to level up your crypto game, consider subscribing to the channel. The system I follow has worked amazingly well in the crypto space over longer periods and helps you resist the 7 deadly sins of crypto. Essentially, number 1, FOMOing in. 2, panic selling. 3, meme coins. They're a trap. 4, projects with little chance of success. 5, scam projects. 6, not taking profits. And the 7 deadly sin is missing the long-term perspective. All right, I thank you for joining us. I have this wrap at the end for all you fans. Essentially, this wrap was written to really help reinforce the principles that we teach in this system that's worked so well. Thanks so much.
Came into the space chasing all of the games, chasing the pumps and all of the hype trains. But like in life, you buy before you're good. Was taught to buy when it was boring like a rainmaker should. I buy when it's down, don't chase the boats that I miss. Cause I always make the time in mind. I sit the one out cause I'm patient like that. And I'll wait for the right time. I sell when it's high, I buy when it's low. They call me rich, they call me smart. I'm just a rainmaker running the show. Calculated investments, I don't lead with my heart. The principles are simple, they're leaving a mark. Why when it's boring, just gotta be smart. I sell when it's hype, like all the channels they pump it. That's when I was selling, go parabolic and dump it. They call me rich, they call me smart. I'm a rainmaker, making my own start. I'm with the future, learning the past. Makes the time fly by, years going so fast. The game plan is mine, I'll own it now. When I reach the top, haters asking me how. Cause I'm a rainmaker, investments I love. And I follow what I learn, not relying on luck. The time is never better, the time like the present. This next 5 years is a gift and it's feeling like heaven. I'm committed to learn, to study and to know that nothing comes easy but with knowledge to gain show. Sticking at this wrong cause soon will come a bear market. Learning and growing and when it's slow will be the target. Naysayers come out, Bitcoin is dead. The massive decreases can get to your head. I'm sticking around, the time is better. I'm strong like that, I'll let the others be fretters. In 2 years time the ball will bring back the gains. That makes it worth the effort cause here comes the rain. So let's go rainmakers, let's make it all happen. Let go with the hate, let the haters be crapping. I'm here for 5 years, let's do this together. The time is right, the time could be better. They call me rich, they call me smart. I'm a rainmaker, making my own start. I'm with the future, learning the past. Makes the time fly by, years going so fast. This game plan is mine, I'll own it now. When I reach the top, haters asking me how. Cause I'm a rainmaker, investments I love. And I follow what I learn, not relying on luck. Haters be hating, the time to slow down. Addressing what they say when I'm wearing my crown. They're chasing green candles like someone who was new. I got a vision that was bigger, helping me to push through. I'm still human and sometimes it is rough. And that's what makes me special, simply I stay tough. Cause I'm a rainmaker, investments I love. And I follow what I learn, not relying on luck.